Hello and welcome back to Wario Winter, the advent calendar where I'm walking through every single Wario game. Today, we're looking at, as of the time of this writing, the final Wario Land game, Wario Land Shake It, on the Wii. Let's get started. First things first, this art design is unbelievably pretty. The cutscenes looked like they could have been an animated show, and even in-game, this art style works so well and was a pleasure on the eyes. I just wish the game was in 16:9, because so much of the screen real estate is taken up by the border. I understand the Wii was not an HD console, but I don't think I ever realized until this game and WarioWare Smooth Moves that there were so many Wii games in 4x3. Maybe this is just my first time playing the Wii on a monitor that is noticeable, who knows, but I did want to say it because the border did start to make the game feel a little claustrophobic at times. Now, of course, the elephant in the room is the motion controls. This is on the Wii after all, so of course there's bound to be forced motion controls. I will say that there were less here than I expected there to be, but that doesn't mean it's non-intrusive. The small stuff, like shaking enemies and the money bags, are nothing and even a little endearing, but the bigger stuff that affects the platforming, like the unicycle and other balanced-based ideas, are so unbelievably annoying and were so sensitive to the point where they were frustrating. I'm thankful that Wario himself is not controlled by motion, only certain aspects are. That being said though, on the thought process of movement, Wario is so slow. This game follows the same idea that Wario Land 4 left off on. Get to the thing at the end of the stage, this time a little shake sprite, and then get back to the beginning of the level before the timer runs out. I praised how frantic and fun that this gameplay loop was in Wario Land 4, but I unfortunately can't say the same thing here. Because of the way that the levels are laid out and how slow Wario moves, it just never felt like any kind of rush, and I never felt the same sense of urgency. Sure, there's some strategy given here. Each level has a launcher towards the end that tasks you with holding the speed the whole time. But because of the very, very lenient time given, even if you mess up the boost, there is nothing to worry about at all. Which is somewhat disappointing given how much I loved the mechanic work in 4. The music here is good, but super repetitive, especially the hub world theme. It's a bop, but by the time I was a few levels in, I was sick of hearing it. The in-level music was always pretty good, if not a little forgettable. No particular track stood out to me from any level. I really hope that in time we get more Wario Land games. I'm a huge fan of both this and WarioWare now, and although I am happy to see all of the WarioWare love that Nintendo has given in this generation, I wish they would show some more love to Wario Land, or at least some other Wario platformer. It's a shame that this is where the legacy ends for the time being. Have you played Wario Land Shake It? Let me know in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe while you're down there. Thanks for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.